A last look at our flat in Hong Kong. This looks like the airplane might be taking. This is where we stop, next to the roadside. How are we doing? A bit of birding in Herbertsdale.
En hy is 'n skaars kerel om die veld te kry.
Look at that beautiful giraffe there having something to eat. And we see it free of charge if you stay on this farm. So you can see the security. Now if someone like Sean Ferguson is watching, you've got to come here to Herbertsdale. This is a last look at our flat in Hong Kong after living here 3.5 years. I'm closing this balcony door for the last time. We're now crossing this iconic bridge going to the airport, and here it looks very different from the city centre. Alright, I'm at Hong Kong airport, and you can see there's a model there of an old airplane. And you can see a water zone. We've got plenty of these at Hong Kong airport. This looks like the airplane I'd be taking today, Singapore Airlines, and I'll be taking off in about 50 minutes or so. It's quite an interesting way they do the safety briefing, Singapore Airways. Just check out these beautiful mountains, and the light is perfect. Okay, so this is where we stop, next to the roadside, get a bit of fresh air. Hier in Hartenbos. So is hulle die snipes in Engels? Nee.
En hy is 'n skaars kerel om die veld te kry.
So there you can see a Cape Canary at work. That's not a male working on a nest, and then if the female is satisfied, they move in. If not, she would rip it apart. Look at that beautiful giraffe there having something to eat, and he's also on a plant-based diet. So it just shows you the biggest animals are actually following plant-based diets. You see that one keeps going and coming and going. Okay, there's the other one again. It keeps coming back. So now we have an empty nest. So check out this Cape Boo Boo here in Andre's hand. Check that out, that beautiful white eye. And at the back you see some yellow. Apparently in Afrikaans it's got interesting names like Piekpotlood and Tiptol, and Andre knows, I guess, even some other names of it. This is outside Herbertsdale, the ruins of an old stone building. Just outside Herbertsdale.
It's a yellow variety of building.
And we see it free of charge. If you stay on this farm, you're going to pay more than they charge at the Kruger National Park.
They're well fed. Veld is rich.
And they're turning back to our side now. And you can hear some birds there as well. So not something that you'd ever see in Hong Kong. Ja, is nog steeds zo. This bird, of course, synonymous with South Africa. Just listen to the beautiful sounds of nature. Very nice and peaceful, and people here rely a lot on solar power. You can see the solar panels on the roof there. This is something you see quite a lot of here in Herbertsdale, these water tanks. It's a part of the world where water is quite scarce, so people would store the water like this. So you can see the security of this place. This is the tree where we saw that black-winged kite a few days ago, but it never came back. But even the tree itself, with a beautiful blue sky and a few clouds, is quite a scene. And of course then you can hear all the birds in the background. And there's a lot of these thorn trees. If I come closer you can see the thorns even at the bottom. You see these very big thorns. I can put my hand there for reference so you can see that thorn is as long as my finger, so you don't want that thing to go into your foot when you're walking. But just look at that view in the background. This will be the last sunset I have in Herbertsdale. Tomorrow I'd be getting on the bus from Mossel Bay back to Somerset West again. Look at that, there's 3 of those mouse birds now, looking at the camera. So if someone like Sean Ferguson is watching, you've got to come here to Herbertsdale. Wonderful place for birds. There's a lot of bird life in this eucalyptus tree. They're quite high. I'm shooting this with a phone just to give you some idea of how big this tree is. And there's some waxbills in that shrub over there. Check out that long tail of the Cape Sugarbird. That's the male, of course, attracting the females, trying to impress the females with its long tail.